Hi there, it's Mr. Clark. Welcome to Lesson 1.1.5, The Modern Staff. Up until now, we've been talking about rhythm, or the time aspect of music. Today, we're going to start focusing on pitch, or how high or low different sounds are. When we're speaking, our voice naturally goes higher and lower. If we kept our voice on a single pitch like this, it would be extremely unnatural. Our voice naturally moves higher and lower when we speak. However, traditionally, when we're making music, we want sounds that have a discrete pitch. Da, 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 where it stays on a single frequency. We measure pitches by how often their waveforms change every second. That sounds weird and sciency. So if you just have like radio static or something, and you try to graph it out what it looks like, you get something like this, where it's just chaos. If you have a single note, this is middle C on a piano, played 4 different times. And you can see that the waves are slightly different depending on like how loud it was played and stuff like that. But there's this shape that repeats. And that distance of repeating is the same every time. And that's what we're measuring. This repeats 440 times every second. That's not true. It's less than 440 times. I think it's like 262 times every second. And that's what we're measuring. If you had a pure sound that was just generated from a computer, it would look very clean like this, because it's the real world. Every sound also produces higher sounds, so it looks a little messier like this. But what we're trying to measure is how often it repeats. Yeah, it was 262 cycles per second, also known as hertz, abbreviated HZ. In order to show how high or low a pitch is, we use a 5-line staff. You see these staff lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5, numbered from bottom to top, and then the spaces 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have 4 types of notes that we've looked at so far. You have your whole note, your half note, your quarter note, your eighth note, or if you want to beam them together. Great. We can write these on a staff. Notes can either fit on a line or on a space. If you're writing on a line, you might want to make sure that the line goes through the center of that note head. If you're writing in a space, you want to make sure that it fills the space. If you have something ambiguous like that, where it like kind of goes through the line, kind of takes up half of the space, that's not good, because then people aren't sure what you want. Stems can go up or down. If you're on the second space or below, then the stem will go up on the right side of the note head. If you're on the third line, the middle line, or above, then the stems are going to go down. So then what happens if you have eighth notes? Well, if they're on the same side, then great, that's easy. Both of these are below, so they go up. Both of these are on or above the third line, so they go down. That's easy. What if they're on different sides? Well, then you look at which one is furthest from the center. So this is right next to the center line. This is way far away from the center line. So we're going to go down for both notes. Here, this one's right next to it. This one's a little bit further away. So we're going to go up with both notes because this one is further away. If it's a tie, then the average is going to be the center line. As we remember, the center line goes down. So if it's tie, it's going to go down. See you next time.